right next to it. But that's about all
Alright.
you see.
I'm gonna point this out, everybody. They're like, hey, that's weird. There's a building over there and a bunch of carts and stuff.
A random building in the middle of nowhere.
I'm going to ritually
Yeah.
cast Detect Magic.
It's probably a mimic.
Let's not let our cart be viewed by the people inside it, because the family probably came from there and they'll recognize the horse. And we killed them. So...
What?
let's hide. If we want to go, and that's fine, we need to hide the cart. If we don't want to, then we keep going. You know, I can do that.
Yeah, I did it. While I was sitting there doing this while you were talking. I was like, do, ritual casting. You know, like...
Alright. In the air, you ritual cast Detect Magic, you sense all the magical items that all of you have, but that's about it right now.
Good things to keep. And I'm gonna hold the spell as we go. That way, just in case anything gets closer, that I would notice it. You're going to?
You come last 10 minutes. You guys get there. You pull the wagon forward. After 10 minutes or so, you get right up next to the this building, and it looks like a very large tavern sitting on the side of the road, a little ways into the woods that's been cleared out. You see it's very, very well kept. It's bright burgundy color on the outside, a giant sign saying Impoverished Palace, sort of just hanging there. Two very beautiful mahogany wooden doors. Lots of windows. They seem to be somewhat tinted. You notice that there are the carriages that have been pulled over to the side, and you hear the sound of horses in the back. Most likely where a stable would be.
So there's carriages and things.
Wagons and carts. As you look at them.
Anybody else find it suspicious that this thing is in the middle of the woods?
I mean, no.
Roll, are you going to get up next to it? Or, are you just sitting in a cart still?
I'm still sitting in the cart,
Same.
It has a number of carts that could be about the size of a caravan.
Okay.
Let's search the carts.
Well, if someone wants to go inside, I'm not sure I'd be welcome, so I will remain out here.
That's true. People around here are racist.
Investigations.
I could go play a song and try to get some more money.
That sounds like a good idea.
Then people will be distracted.
Yeah, so do we want to split up? Do I want to take this cart and the horse out back to the stable and act like I'm, setting it up and just wait out here with it?
That sounds like a plan.
And, search the other carts and find out what they...
Exactly. It might go faster if there's at least one other person out here with me, but the rest of everyone else should go inside and check.
Okay, I'm going inside to play music. Who's gonna stay out here with Chronicler? Probably someone with
if
good
nobody
stealth.
else wants to, I can, but I don't know if there's someone who'd be best for this or not.
I mean,
I think
you're
that would be a
extra
good
stealthy.
idea in case you need...
In case what? Sorry. Cut out.
In case you need to hide, your stealth will probably be helpful.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Alright. I'll go with Chronicler then. And I've got my hood up.
Let's go play some music. Actually, leave that to me. You guys just... Maybe throw some coins at me to encourage other people to pay me too. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes, be good in there, Grandpa, as I tap Raziel on the shoulder. Yes, that's right. Behave like that.
Oh, Foos.
Did you say...
So I go inside to play some music.
Finn...
Okay, so Xana... Nope, yep, Finn, where are you going?
Finn realizes that his face is freaking purple.
Oh, right!
I will transform all of the sexy jutsu, and I'll transform into a beautiful young woman.
Okay.
You should be
I've
crying
never
about how
decided
you
self-comment
accidentally
before.
stained your fiancé here's skin.
No, I'm not going in with that purple freak.
Finn is not sure what to think right now.
Maybe Finn should stay out here too. He is
Yes,
purple.
stay out here with me. I'm a freak too.
I'm.
Finn, as you hear this conversation, Finn, of them calling you a freak, inside your mind, you hear a familiar voice. I'm not a freak. Why would they call me that?
I will reply mentally. No, out loud, because I'm not sure that I can reply mentally. Like, they don't know you.
No, they don't. That's
Interesting.
why I said we're freaks. Come on, Finn.
Yes, I will.
Give me a sexy dude, so, like. It's weird.
These little fog, white clouds begin to swirl around you.
I'm clothed, by the way.
There's women's dresses in the cart. There's women's clothing in the cart.
But I can also just use this guy.
I don't know how your magic works.
But it's very tight and sheer clothing.
Alright.
Wow. Okay.
This is perfect
Wait, did you do that before or after I went inside?
after you went inside.
Okay, alright.
Birthday cake.
Here's Raz. Oh my gosh.
I will stay outside with the. Yeah, Finn will stay
Yeah.
outside.
Okay.
So
We got three
Finn
people
and
staying
Razzendor.
outside.
Okay, so we will take care of you three first. Alright, so as you two enter, you see the Raziel and Xana enter into the impoverished palace. You three begin taking your wagon around. You see a stable where there's horses. I want all of you can just roll perception.
All right.
I got a 19.
I got an 18.
I got the 8.
You're not out there.
The three people outside. All right. Yes. All right, Finn. You're sort of.
Finn
stuck
got
in
a
your head
nat
right
one.
now.
I got that one, yeah.
Oh yeah, very nice.
20.
Finn, as you're looking around, you hear the voice. What's going on? What's happening to me? I look different now. Huh. And it's sort of catching you off guard. And
Yeah.
distracting you a little bit. You other two, as you begin pulling your wagon around, you look around and you see two horses in the stable looking like they're on the verge of death. They
What?
look very, very starved. You begin looking around, you see two more horses just on the ground as if they are dead. Skin and bone, nothing to them. It looks like they haven't had food for weeks.
I don't
Start.
Like those
Like,
carrots and stuff,
I
right?
don't like this. Yes, let's give them some of the supplies.
But also, like, keep an eye out.
so you feed
Yes.
you feed the two that are alive. They seem more than
That are not definitely dead.
yes.
Or that-
More than happy to take your food. After that, you unhook your horse and put it in the stable, and you begin rummaging through the carts. Now you guys can all roll investigation. Finn, with disadvantage.
I'm debating. Should we send Finn in to go tell someone?
I got an 8.
I got a 4. That's a natural 1.
I got 18.
Actually,
Alright.
can I take 10 to just like take my time to go through since we're out here and I'm pretty sure no one's inside?
If you want to take your time, I will. Yeah, I'll let that.
Yeah,
I'll
I
let
will
that
take my time. So that'll instead be a 13.
Okay, sounds good. As you guys looking, you and one of the Rosendor, you find on one of the carts what appears to be like a manifest of all the goods that are on this
A
caravan.
particular cart.
Yep. Well, no, that has a list for the entire caravan.
Okay.
Different fruits, vegetables, You see that there's wools and that there's one crate on the list that says it's full of simple weaponry and supplies. There's threads and also needles and all sorts of things that would be considered supplies for a city. As you guys
Does
begin,
anything look like, I don't know, slightly suspicious? Like it might be a code name for something else, or
Illegal.
no, this looks like it's just the typical manifest for
Gotcha.
what a caravan would have. You begin then going through the boxes and crates, and you see rotten fruit, and vegetables. Some of the meat is beginning to turn old and is giving a pretty rank smell coming from it. You keep rummaging through it, and in one of the carts, as you take some of the stuff out, some of the blankets and silks and whatnot, you find a false bottom. As you open it up, you notice elaborate weaponry. Several short swords and long swords that have this very unique design to them. A couple daggers that have a symbol on the handle that you immediately recognize as a symbol of the society.
The club.
The club,
Yeah.
as you guys like to call it.
the society, we just call it the club, so that they can't claim that we said anything about being in the society, because we're all just like, we're in the club.
The country club.
The country club. You guys have, as you let the rest of your friends know about this, you all start going through, rummaging through all of the crates and find rubies and sapphires and diamonds. Most of them have this unique glow to them. You find more of the drugs that you had previously found. You find some exotic ales and wines, which you get the feeling that probably either aren't allowed in the city or are considered contraband.
Bag of
Fine.
holding. Bag of holding.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry.
Mansion of holding.
I will be putting
Yeah.
everything that we find, other than the rotten stuff. So I'll be like paring it down and just putting it in the bag for now. Like, ew, rotten, gross, gross. Ooh, look what Xano found. Like, loading it up.
Okay. Sounds good. So that takes you, to get everything, it takes you a good hour and a half, as there are about 5 carts that are just full of supplies.
Oh god.
All right.
As you guys have
So
sort of been taking
how
your
long
time.
before you can open the mansion again?
Yeah, we won't be doing that until tonight.
But that's,
Yeah, gotcha.
so am I inside right now, inside the building?
Yep, I'm going to cut over to you guys now as we're going through. Alright, you guys enter into the impoverished palace. As you open the doors, you feel the warm heat of a nice fireplace. You look around at this very well-lit room from a chandelier that has candles on it and some crystals that are reflecting the light, or refracting, I should say, the light all around. As you walk in, you immediately see this long, embellished desk. And sitting behind the desk is a gentleman, older in years, starting to bald on the top, but his hair is still very well kept. He has a very well kept goatee. He's just sort of sitting down behind the desk, and he appears to be writing in a ledger of some sort. He hears the doors open, and he looks up at you two and says, "Oh, welcome to the Purvish Palace. What can I do for you this day?"
Well, no. Well, I was hoping to be able to perform for some of your other guests. I'm a bard. It looked like you had other guests. I don't see anyone else in here.
Our other patrons are in their rooms doing whatever they wish to do. I'm sure they will come down for this evening's meal.
Okay, great.
Saunter up to him and be like, "Hey, have you heard any of or seen any caravans coming through?"
You see a look of confusion. There's one. Those are our guests this evening. Actually,
Oh, really? How?
Did they just arrive today?
Yeah, how long have they been here?
they've been here for several days. I think this is their third day staying with us. The one that came fairly exhausted and wished to stay for a couple days to get back. Before they continue on their journey.
Did something happen to them?
I don't make it a matter of business to find out other people.
Fair enough.
I don't belong.
Fair enough.
It seems that you two have come all this way and have found here. If you would like room and board for this evening, I don't know where you're going or where you come from, but the road is assuredly long, so more than welcome to stay the night and perform for other guests if you would so like. We do have some performers that usually perform, but I'm sure.
Yeah, well, what time do people usually come down for dinner?
Oh, usually 5 or 6 o'clock.
That makes sense. Great. Well, I'll be back
What time is it
then.
now?
Yeah, it's
About right now, you guys got up, took off on your journey at 9. Well, that's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Gotcha.
The gentleman behind the table closes his book and sort of starts rubbing his hands together. So may I help you? Would you like room for you and your companion?
I don't know that person, but
Oh, I'm sorry. Usually, Kaz and I come in groups, as sometimes.
You know,
yeah, I did come with some other people, but not that
What's
one.
the lady? Gotcha.
I just
Oh.
shoot
That's
a
right.
look at Xana. And by the way, do I notice anything weird about the guy? Do I, like,
Roll. Why did my mind displace?
Insight.
Thank you. Yes, I was like, it's not Inception. Why can I remember?
Roll
Roll
I
insight.
rolled a natural 1.
All right, yeah, he looks. I mean, yeah, looking at him, he's older. Looks like he's been working this for quite some time, but seems like a pretty professional man, just doing his job at keeping the front desk well.
Okay.
So, room for how many are in your party? I'm assuming they're outside in the stables. How many?
So, how much are your rooms?
Well, that all depends on the quality that you would like, or I shouldn't say quality. But there are some rooms, our suites, which come with a little extra. We like to reward those who pay. But for just one of our normal rooms, it'll just be 1 gold piece per room. We have our next tier up, which is a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more spacious. That comes to 5 golden nights, and then our guest suites, which have the softest pillows and finest silk sheets in all of the land. That would be 10 golden.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm actually gonna have to consult with my group, see, who wants to be sharing a room or whatever, so we'll know how many we need. But I'll get.
All right, sounds good. Go do so. And
Thank you for. Perfect. Thank you. You look like you have a wonderful establishment here.
Oh, thank you. We take pride and joy in making sure that it is kept well for those traveling the land.
Much appreciated. And then I leave.
And then I'll be like, it's just me, and I'll flip him. He said a gold piece per room?
Yes.
I'll flip him a gold piece. And then...
He, as it lands on the table, he scoops it up. Let me show you. He pulls out a key. Let me show you to your room, madam.
Okay. Sounds good.
Do I hear this as I?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. They walk down the hallway and make a turn, and they go out of sight from you. You begin turning, heading towards the door.
Yep.
I need you to roll. Oh, just 1 second. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me, Xana, with disadvantage.
Okay, 1 second.
She's doing
All right, what
that.
were you saying? Yep.
While she's doing that, I'm kind of suspicious of the guy showing me to my room, but not her. To
Oh, you're not suspicious of him at all. You think he's a fine guy.
Well, but
You rolled on that one.
But I'm right now. I'm a beautiful woman.
Okay,
And so
that's
I'm
fair.
just like-
That's fair.
I'm like,
Mark, you've justified it in your head. You're a beautiful woman. Of course he's gonna show you to your room.
oh no. I'm like,
Well, crap.
I might be
No.
assaulted.
You have to deal with your role. That's how life works. You
You
shouldn't.
picked your disguise.
You shouldn't have dressed like that. That's what Xana just said. You
As-
deserve.
Raziel,
That
that's-
sounds horrible defense in like legal cases.
I
Oh, wait.
Dressed like that.
I didn't say it. Xana did.
I didn't. I said you picked your disguise.
I did pick my disguise on purpose.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
you
what
wanted.
he chose to be in how he is dressed.
I'm paranoid as well.
Doesn't matter. You rolled a
That's-
nat
that's-
one. You're like, I'm just hot.
Okay.
You're like,
Well,
oh,
I'm not very
no,
wise.
cold-hearted pretty lady. Despite our past experiences,
Oh.
it's just like nobody would hurt me. I'm a pretty lady.
I'm not very wise. I got
Okay.
a 2.
Okay, good to know. Raziel, you turn a corner and you're still on the ground floor as you pass a set of stairs that ascends 3 levels. The man leads you a little bit down the hallway, hands you your key, and there's a big number 9. Says, "This is your room for the evening," and he opens it up and shows you it's single bedroom. Single bedroom. There's a mirror and a little closet space. Nothing too shabby. He motions for you to go in. As you enter, he says, "Dinner will be at 5:30 this evening. If you need anything else, I'll be behind the counter. If not,
You were thinking
relax."
I died. Big
He shuts the
surprise.
door as you're there. Xana, as you begin turning and walking towards the door, you stop for a second and think, maybe I should just get a little bit of rest in while I can.
I mean, I am very tired.
There's 3 people out there. They'll be in just a minute. Everything will be okay. And you sort of go into the lounge area where there's several seats and tables, and you take a seat down and just sort of lean back and take a deep breath in, knowing that you're going to be able to rest this evening.
Cuddling Fiona and my Molotov cocktails.
Yep. Yes.
But I just remembered
Alright.
are still in that backpack.
Don't sit too close to the fire if there's a fire.
Right?
All right, so the rest of you've searched through the wagons, fed the horses, taken what you wanted to. It's been about an hour and a half. The other 2 haven't come out screaming or running, saying anything's weird.
So haven't come out at all. So
No, they probably
they were just going to earn money.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
in any of this material that we found, was there any fabric?
There was fabric, yes.
Kicks and giggles, was there any purple fabric? I do know
No,
that
I'll say-
purple
I'll
is
say-
a little harder to come by.
Yeah, not purple, but there's some
Purple or blue?
there's some blue fabric, there's some darker reds.
Okay. I would like to tie that fabric as a mask.
Okay.
I'm thinking something like slightly, almost, for some reason I'm thinking Arabic, but just
A
not like
veil.
bandit mask,
Uh-huh.
more like a penguin. rather
Like a
than
hijab.
like-
Yeah. Okay. So you grab some of this cloth and wrap it around.
It's meant
Your
not
face.
to look like I'm trying to hold up the place.
No. I mean, I'll have you roll. Do you have proficiency with disguise kit?
Nope.
Nope. Alright. Just roll intelligence for me then. With
3.
disadvantage.
That's a natural
Ooh,
one.
all right.
Natural
I
one.
you sort of just end up like wrapping this cloth around you.
Finn,
You can
Finn,
see
what are
you're
you
anything you're
doing?
just wearing.
It sort of covers a good portion of your face. You have a little eye slit. Doesn't look like it's by any means fashionable, but it will do covering your face.
And I'll also put my hat and pull it down low, so it's kind of a thing going on there.
Okay, you think you look really fashionable. The rest of you see this and you're
Well,
like,
I'm
what is
not-
going on with Finn?
Finn doesn't go for fashion.
He goes for utility, so you're just like.
What
"I
is-
am a master
Well,
of this."
while Finn's doing that, now that we've loaded a bunch of stuff into my bag, could I take a look and try and figure out which cart here is the best?
Glancing about, they all look very well made. Looking around, you can find the one that had the wheel that was broken off from it, and some repairs have been done, and they had a spare wheel that they put on as best they could and with what they had. But besides that one, they all look pretty well made and well kept.
All right, all right. So we'll have our pick of this when we leave. Should one of us go inside and check on what's going on with
I'm
them?
gonna bring up the fact. I mean, I said it in the chat, but it was kind of suspicious that we had all these starving horses, and yet there was plenty of food that they could have been
You know,
eating before it went rotten.
that's fair. We've also been out here for like what, 3 hours?
You've only been out there for an hour and a half.
Oh, for an hour and a half?
Or-
And they haven't come out, which means either they're dead or that there are people in there.
Mm-hmm. Either way, that means there's a problem,
Should we be ready?
and we should be suspicious.
Should we be ready to leave? Also, how much do you think we can sell each of these carts for? I bet we can get them into the mansion.
Yeah.
Especially with the double door.
Anyways, we'll talk about that later. What we should do is, should we
Yeah.
go save our friends if they are potentially alive?
Probably.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone want to play with any of the stuff we got?
I am playing with the stuff we got.
Ah, yes. Which swords? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Good for you, Finn. You look beautiful.
So, yes. Looks so.
Oh, are there windows?
Disguised.
Are there windows back here? Like to the back
Um,
of the inside of the building?
yes, there are windows.
If I look over there, have
Can
I
you see
seen
inside?
anyone in the window the entire time?
Roll perception for me.
Can I also roll perception?
You can, yeah. I'll let you
11.
do it too.
Finn's
Alright.
too tired.
I got 13.
All right. So as you guys were searching through and doing your little ransacking, you did notice as in one of the windows, you could see a hallway, and you noticed a man and a woman, an older-looking man. As you just quick looking through it, not really able to tell the details, but he did appear to be walking a little bit slower, and a woman head off into a room.
Oh. Me.
Oh, okay. Well, there are
They don't
people.
know that.
There, there are people in
Yeah, we can just tell it's a woman. I mean, I think we know that you were disguised as a woman. but I think it was probably a quick glance, and
So let's see. We
we
know
couldn't tell.
there's a woman
You
in
can
there.
tell
That's
it's not me
probably
because I didn't.
yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
someone, and then an old man. That was probably Raziel, which means they've found people. So when we go in there and meet with them, what are we going to say? Should we be ready to fight or what? What is the plan here?
Think we should be ready to fight, but we should try not to be obvious about it. Like, we don't want to be caught by surprise, but we also want to wait until we're sure there's a threat before we, start attacking people.
Fair, fair. All right, so are we going in?
I see.
Um,
I don't see why not.
Alrighty then, and I start heading towards the building.
All right. So you guys all make your way back to the front of the Impoverished Palace and open the doors. And as you open these very beautiful mahogany wooden doors, they open without a creak. It's just very smooth as you open up. You notice
I don't like that.
there's an older man sitting behind a desk in front of you, just writing in a book, probably a ledger of some sort. He looks up and says, "Oh, welcome to the Impoverished
Isn't
Palace. You
Zana
must
sitting
be-"
right there?
I'm chilling in the lounge. I'm just like sitting in a chair.
Yeah, he looks at you and says, "How might we accommodate you? Are you the one with the one lady who came in here earlier?"
Yes, some of our
Yes.
party did come in. Did they make arrangements already?
Well, there were two women. One woman said they weren't with you and made her way through, and the other one said she was going to discuss things with you before.
Oh, okay. So
Can they see
And
me?
she's waiting in the lounge. As you guys look behind her, sort of as you enter in, there's the desk, and then there's like a wall with sort of two hallways that sort of lead farther back, and the lounge is back there. So this is just like the entrance. So you're behind there, just waiting. As they go through the hallways, you guys can see that there's tables and chairs set up. Can't see anyone sitting in them right now, but you're just sort of relaxing right now, Zana. So.
Gotcha.
So she said you were
So-
probably looking for rooms. How many rooms would you like for this evening?
the one room is fine.
One, okay. And we have our regular rooms. We have we don't like to call it middle class, but middle class rooms, if you would say. A little bit comfier, more room, more spacious. And then we have the finest rooms.
We're fine with your cheapest room. We are very comfortable with one another, if you catch my
Okay.
drift.
I do not think I do, sir, but
It's just a big robot.
I'm sure that even our cheapest room will be more to your satisfaction, more than what your satisfaction. No, you're just chilling in your room.
I'm just chilling in the lounge,
So
talking to.
Now where is the lady in our party?
Oh, she is just behind here in the lounge. Just she appears, and you hear him as he pushes his chair back, and he's like sound, and he stands up. Has very almost perfect posture, and he's wearing this fancy tuxedo, and he sort of walks behind and looks and says, "Oh yes, she's instead of sitting in the middle, behind here, and just in the lounge."
can I
resting,
make
and
an
it
insight
appears that
check
she
on
has
this guy?
fallen asleep.
He feels weird.
I fell asleep.
Weird in what way?
Oh, that was a weird whisper in my ear.
Sorry, I think that was me.
I got a 25.
Does it seem a little unnatural, Andrew?
I got
Again.
a 25 on insight.
DM, are you there?
Did we kill the DM?
I think he left because of the thing I posted.
just too
May
cursed.
God abandon us.
The DM is dead.
Oh, he's
He
literally
really
dead.
is dead.
By the
Oh,
way,
no.
guys, we're all recording. I don't know if that went through the thing, but it's good now.
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
I'm
it.
back. Sorry.
Ah,
Alright, so yes, you can make insight on him.
I did. I rolled a 25.
A 25.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a very
Chronicler,
insightful boy.
Please meet me up in the D&D
Secret tunnel.
All right, I shall do that. I'm just gonna. Oh, that's an even better place to put it. Yes.
Secret
Maybe.
tunnel. I'll go check that tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Swoop and
All right.
swoop. Hello. For those in this recording, this is the first time you'll ever hear this secret chat from someone, because it's me.
Hey,
Hello.
Chronicler, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. As you are looking at this man, seems to be very well kept and very, just very prim and proper. There are several things that seem odd about him. As he is speaking to you, you notice that throughout your conversation, his mannerisms change from 1 to 2 to 3, bouncing back and forth between these 3. To most people, they don't pick this up, but to you, you're able to figure this out, almost as if it's 3 separate people speaking, but it's one person. You also notice that this entire conversation, he has not blinked once.
Good to know.
Besides that, he seems very friendly and professional in what he is doing.
Nope, still definitely don't trust him at this point.
Yes. All right. So we can go back down to general.
All right.
But not like he's saying.
Well,
Alright.
now everyone can hear what I'm saying because I'm back in the group. How dare
alright.
you?
Okay, so yeah, guys, I don't know if you heard me before I left. Xana has literally just fallen asleep because she's been exhausted. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, it's not magic sleep.
it's not magic. You can't be magically put to sleep. You're
Yeah, that's what we were
It
discussing.
doesn't let you do that. Oh, okay, yeah. You just literally like, you sat in the chair and it was comfy, and you're like into the door as the rest of the party sort of just walks around as the gentleman has stood up and has grabbed a key and is now leading you guys to your room.
Somebody get me. I'm asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Somebody
go.
come get her.
You dancing like a
She's sleeping.
I'm gonna go get her. I know that she would not forgive anybody who let her, I don't know, unconsciously do anything to her egg. Because she did fall asleep
That's
with
true.
it. Yes, so I'm gonna go get her and try
Alright.
and wake her up. Slash, walk her to the room.
She wakes up.
Oh, hey, Rosendor. When did
Hey.
you guys come in? How long have we been asleep?
I don't know. We were outside for a while,
But wait,
but we got
Okay.
a room.
you've been asleep.
Awesome.
Have you seen?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Have you seen? I forgot his name for a second.
Well, some
you seen
sexy
Raziel?
lady came in after me.
Oh yes,
no,
that's
I
him.
haven't seen Raziel, but a sexy lady came in.
Oh, yeah. He decided he wanted to disguise himself. So
That is
The old man,
disgusting.
you guys look and you sort of see he looks confused on his face.
let's move. Let's go to our room before.
Yeah, let's just
This
go.
way. And he begins motioning towards the right. You guys begin following, and he leads you to about midway, where you see a number 22 on the door, symbolizing that that's what room number is. He
Aw, that's
sticks
my
the
lucky
key in
number.
and unlocks it, and you guys see, and there's just one bed. It's I mean, it's not going to be the most comfortable sleep you guys have had, but it's not going to be terrible. Um, sort of. So, I mean, you guys can all make it in there, but with all of you in there, it's a little jam packed.
That's okay.
All but elbow.
Says, as he looks, he says, "Dinner will be at 5:30. If you have any questions, you can see me behind the counter." And he sort of bows and shuts the door.
Thank
behind
you.
guys.
Hot tip as
And
he
walks
walks away.
away.
At this point,
Is
like after like chilling in my room for a while, I'm just gonna get up and like try and like wander through. I'm gonna change my disguise a little bit to that
Okay.
of a teenage boy, and I'm just gonna be
Okay.
wandering around, and I'm gonna be looking around for evidence of the other caravan people.
so the
Alright,
door is shut
so
in
as
the main
you-
room?
Change your appearance. Are you trying to do this sneakily?
Yeah, sneakily, but if I get caught, I don't want to be looking at this like the same woman.
Right, yeah, so roll stealth for me.
Okay. I rolled a 7.
7, alright. As you open up the door and sort of look around, you don't see anyone. You turn it the rest of the way, then shut it and begin walking. You begin walking down one end of the hallway, which comes to a sort of a dead end. And you just see doors going, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and making it up to where you 10 before the hallway ends, before you enter into the lounge. You see, as you're looking, you see the old man, and he has shut a door and is starting to walk this way, and he looks up and sees you and says, "Excuse me, I don't recognize you. Did you just enter?"
I will like do a little kid laugh, like, and then like run back away, like around a corner, and then like kind of towards my room. And when I'm out of sight, him, I turn into what should I turn into? I'll turn into like an older man. I'll try and like confuse him a little bit. I'll try and turn like into a man that's way older than him and just really aged.
Okay, so you like book it into, well, it's only a couple steps. You make it in to the lounge and turn off to the side, sort of hiding in that weird little hallway before where the front desk is and the lounge is, and you transform as you hear the footsteps of the man walking towards where you just ran. You turn back around the corner, and the man looks very confused right now. Who are you? I do not recognize your face.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm a little lost right now.
Oh, well, welcome to the Impoverished Palace.
Thank you. I had some people that I recognized on the road. I saw them come in here.
Oh, are you part of that party also?
No, but I just wanted to say hello. It's been a long time.
Oh,
since
okay. Well, I just put them in their room. I'm sure they're resting up before dinner comes. But if you would like to stay the night, you're more than welcome to.
Could you show me to them?
I'm afraid that is against policy, sir. I cannot do that.
Okay.
Yeah, privacy sakes for our guests.
Okay.
But you are more than welcome to wait in the lounge until they emerge from their chamber.
I'll do that then. I just wanted to say hi.
You played yourself, bud.
Very well. Take a seat, and when they come out, then you will be there. I'll be around this corner behind the desk. If you have any questions, you can come and get me.
Thank you. And I'll
You
go
sort-
and sit down in the lounge.
All right, he bows and walks back behind them. You hear the familiar sound of the chair scraping against the wood as he sits down and pulls it back. You're just waiting in the lounge.
And after he's gone, I'll use detect magic.
All right. As I have to get the right school. Um,
Well, while you're doing that,
What? I didn't know I had detect magic.
of
I
course you do. You're a bard.
Just go under.
Trip, so like,
No, I know.
yeah,
I
talk to
just.
her.
Oh, gotcha.
That explains why I always let you do it.
Yeah.
Let me look this up. I want to make sure I get this right. On what school of magic? You sense a magical presence around, like just around you, as if this tavern itself, or this inn, I should say, not tavern, this inn, is in some way magical.
Really, who would have thunk?
Anyways, guys, I do not trust the innkeeper. He's polite and he does his job, but he also is other selves. It's weird. He seems like 3 different people, and I don't like that. Also, things out there are almost dead and rotten. I don't know if what
What?
Yes. The
The
horses look like
horses
they
were
haven't been-
dying, and they had edible food in the carts.
Yes, and we found more drugs.
Well, he said that they'd been here for like
Yeah.
5 days or something. He said they'd been here for a bit.
Yes, but they let
Yeah, so
all their
this would
goods
be
spoil.
illusion.
It'd be illusion.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just all around you.
So, because I've now perceived that it is illusion, would I be able to see through it now, or do I have to cast like another spell to like? Because I know when I cast illusion,
Oh, yeah.
if I detect
You
it,
can.
sorry.
Yeah, you know that there's a whole bunch of illusion magic around you. You just don't know what it is.
Okay, because I know that when I cast an illusion or disguise spell, that like if they know that I'm doing that, they can see through it.
It depends on how high or low the level is, and it's like
Okay.
because they realize it.
So I'm like I noted that it's really a high level illusion then.
Yeah, that's just everywhere. Like everything seems this building, this inn itself seems to emanate.
Yeah, if you were with the
Illusionary
group, you could
magic.
tell someone who had something like dispel magic or something, but like
Do
you
I,
didn't.
This place is creepy, guys. Should we burn it down? I hold up a Molotov
I
cocktail.
don't know that I know this because I'm separate from you right now. But so am I in range of the party? Would I be able to like detect their magical items at all?
It's a 30-foot range.
Yeah.
Not yet. I mean, not right around you. But you saw
I
where
think the place is
came
creepy
from.
because the animals are dying outside. So I still think it's creepy even without that.
How springy is the bed? It's not the most comfortable bed. I mean, it.
Oh, and Chronicler had detect
Pretty
magic
fun.
on the whole time, hadn't he? Or had he had to stop when he was
Yeah,
searching?
I
it
stopped
only,
when I
it only
searched.
lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's
That
been a
was
while.
that was me, the childish player, wanting to kind of try and bounce on the bed, but Finn wouldn't do that.
Okay, gotcha.
Unless you're too tired.
Oh,
Probably be like,
True.
Child wants to jump on the bed. The
But
squid
guys,
that's taking
Actually,
over your
Finn-
body.
this place is
know.
creepy. But we found the caravan stuff, right?
Yes, we have it all with us. We're good.
And
Probably figure out what. Probably figure out what
should
happened to
we
people, though.
burn the house down?
Well, we should definitely take the best carriage. We could actually take them all tonight into the mansion with us and the horse. The problem is, now that we've walked in here, are we going to be able to leave if we sleep here?
I don't
Are
know,
there
nothing's stopping us,
like
right?
I'm not sure about that. That's the problem.
That's true.
Something is very wrong here. But I don't know what is wrong, per se. Either way,
Me either, because I'm too tired to think.
yeah, either way, after you sleep tonight, which we're going to do in the mansion, I don't want to do it here.
Yeah.
We will sneak out. I mean, we've already paid for room, so what's he gonna care, unless he's a weird magic soul-sucking thing. And we will leave with
So
two
you-
new horses who are kind of dead almost. We will bring them back to full. We'll bring them up a little bit, I mean, that way we have 2 horses at least to return to what's his face that we rented the horses from.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I
yes.
was wondering if anybody was going to remember that.
Oh no, I've
What if
remembered the
we give
entire
the-
time.
Hey, what if we give the horses good berries?
Good berries will be
That-
good for the horses, yes. But we've already given them food. We're going to take them into the mansion with us, along with all of the carriages, because we can sell those. Also, it might be nice to have spare carriages, because I've realized, think of how many, we've already broken one, and we had to kill a poor family for this.
And if you turn into a horse, propel a carriage.
We had to. We had no
You're not-
choice.
Raziel, you're not there right now.
I know.
Yeah, that was our
Oh,
only
okay,
option.
gotcha.
Also, where the hell is Raziel?
Raziel. That rhymes, dude.
Apparently, he was the sexy lady that came in here and got a room.
Do you know where the
Last I
sexy
saw, he was
lady
walking
went?
down with that old man.
Wait, Raziel got a room?
Yeah, by
I guess-
himself.
I guess Raziel doesn't want to deal with us anymore. Oh well, when we make the mansion tonight, I guess we just won't leave a spot open for him.
I mean, we should probably make sure that nothing nefarious happens first.
He is
Make sure
nefarious.
he's not being boiled in a stew or something.
No
Yeah.
one's going to boil him into a stew. Raziel's
I'm just
gamey.
saying, sometimes these creepy middle of the woods things are cannibals. It's a
Ooh,
cannibal trap sometimes.
That's fair. I wonder if he's friends with the night hag.
If he is, I hate him.
I don't know. It'd be really. What if we made friends with him? And we're like, listen, we will send people your way, just don't eat us.
I mean, we can try.
And if he's not a cannibal, he's gonna be so confused.
No,
We
he's
just-
definitely something.
Yes. Yes.
I love my murder hobo. She basically.
Stat, eaten are the potatoes.
Oh man.
Yes. Yes, Coral.
All right. So, Raziel, as I'm having this conversation, what are you doing? You're just sort of sitting right there right now.
I am really nervous. So I could decide to mess with the guy because I saw that I confused him a lot. But like, so what I'll do is I will turn into a little girl. Like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn into like a lady my height, but black hair, and just
Okay.
extremely pale in like a nightgown, and I'm gonna start wandering through and using detect magic to try and find the party. But like, if the guy comes after me, I want to like scare him.
Okay. Are you trying to do it sneakily?
I'm trying to do it sneakily.
Roll stealth for me.
5.
Already.
He's running in the wall.
As you've been sitting down and you hear him and he's been a couple minutes, you push your chair back as it slides across the floor and you stand up. You start walking around as this lady, the man sticks his head around the corner.
Scare!
And
How did
I want to like whip my
madam?
head to him.
Madam?
I'll whip my head around and just like stare at him, and be like, "Where is my husband?" And then I'll like in an attempt to intimidate him or scare him away.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Who is your fictional husband
a
in this
12.
scenario?
All right. As you're screaming like a maniac, the rest of you can hear this now. There's this lady screaming, "Where is my husband?" The man that you're trying to scare, you just notice his face is just, he has composure and he walks closer to you.
He's
Um,
worked in customer service for a long time.
Yeah. He gets
he
right up next
does.
to you and says,
Finger of
"Madam,
death."
your husband, could you describe him for me, please?"
As he gets closer, I want to misty step into an empty room. do that.
Okay.
Damn it,
Yep.
Mark.
All right. So as you
Raziel is hunting.
as he's stepping towards you, you're stepping back towards the hallway which you came from, and he's speaking very confused, sort of motioning for you to come towards him, and then you end up in a room, another room.
Nice. And then I will.
You begin hearing steps, and you hear
I'll
the
transfer
shaking
one.
of doorknobs
Oh.
from
I'll transfer
around the
one,
hall.
A tall, ginger boy, but where he's like completely emaciated, but like his skin is like super dark and like whatnot. Like
Okay.
like a bog body, like a walking
Yeah.
bog body.
Okay. Alrighty. So you
No, hi.
transformed.
Hi, room.
Okay, roll stealth for me. You hear the sound of doors opening and shutting as it's getting closer. Alright, you go and immediately hide underneath the bed, just waiting there, hoping that he doesn't see you. Sort of like a little kid, you know? Like when someone's broken the house, just like underneath the bed. Oh, I can't use... Oh, I can't use... Wait, just a second. No, I need somebody to rhythm bot spooky music for me. Like creepy.
Who's more scared in this scenario, me or him?
You're pretty
Insight
freaked out
check.
in this guy. But yeah,
Do you need to find specific spooky music, or just
No,
like
just
tell rhythm
like-
to find some?
just some spooky music. Creepy, haunted, mansion,
Oh, right, it's
tavern
the other. Is
music.
it the?
It's the
Dollar
symbol.
sign.
Oh. I'm gonna tell Andrew something real quick.
I guess it's 3 hours. So
Very
just-
good. There you go. Oh, thank you. Okay, Raziel, I need you here. Get back on. Stop talking to Andrew.
I was telling him about we have some Dutch people in my ward, and she's gonna give him some Dutch recipes. Anyway,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
so there's a guy in my ward. He was a professional chef, and his name is Hans Breakoff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jealous boys.
So I asked my mom to ask you for recipes, and so she did, and you're gonna get us some.
Very nice. All right. As you're hiding underneath the bed, Raziel, and this ginger boy form, you hear the sound of a key. The door begins to open. You can see the feet of this elderly gentleman walk into the room. I've got to roll perception for him, don't I?
I want to, by the way, let me see if it will show what I want to be, what I want to look like. Okay, I want to look like that.
All right, sounds
You know,
good.
it's like a body.
The steps take several. There's several steps that come into the room. The doors open, and you get the sense that he's just looking around. He walks over to where the closet is and looks in and doesn't see anything. You hear the footsteps. As he then, you notice his feet leave and the door shut, and the sound. And off in a different room, or the next door, you can hear the saying.
Interesting. I'll wait. Like, I'll keep my detect magic on.
Okay.
Do I notice anything about him? If he's just in the other room, I imagine he's within 30 feet. Do I notice anything about his presence, or do I not notice him?
No. I mean, they're just. Yeah, no, nothing. It's just like it's the tavern. I mean, in itself,
Okay.
as illusion map.
So I'll wait, like... I want to make like 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then after those 15 minutes, I want to check around the room and see if there's any like windows or anything.
All right. Well, there is a window. You can like see the light coming down on the
Okay.
side of the bed. You wait the 15 minutes. The sound of like the doors opening has sort of faded. Out of earsight, you can't out of earshot. I mean, you can't hear footsteps anymore. You slowly begin crawling out from underneath your bed, and you stand up. Take a deep breath, and you feel something on your shoulder. Slowly you look, and you see a hand.
I say verbally, like, it's right behind me, isn't he?
Yeah, there's just this old man hand on your shoulder. As you you say that, and then look around, and you see the old man, his shoulders arched backward, his head crooked, leaning to the left, sort of drooping down. His jaw has elongated, opening, showing these terrible-looking fangs of teeth, and this long, slithering tongue that is just drooping below touching the floor. It's this purplish, black purplish color. Black ichor falls from it. You hear,
I'll say to him, I say to be
roll for
fair,
initiative.
I paid for a room.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
Idiot.
I'll tell him though, I've already paid for a room.
Says the bog man.
19.
Oh, right. Very good. All right, as you see him, you see his contorted form moving, his arms moving in just unnatural ways. You see his hand move, and you see an eyeball appear at the palm of his hand, sort of looking at you as the tongue begins to lift up towards you. You get to go first. What are you going to do?
So I can move before I do an action.
Correct.
So I'm gonna move a
He
couple.
is within 5 feet of you.
If I move outside of the 5-foot range, does that give opportunity of attack, or can I move just a little bit further back?
It does. If you move out of 5 foot range, then it does provoke an opportunity of attack.
Okay, I'm gonna move to the range, but not out, and then I'm gonna cast Shatter, but I'm gonna move the sphere just a little bit behind him, so I'm not in the range of it.
Okay.
So like I imagine he's closer to
So
the
like,
bed or
yeah, he's on the bed just looking at you. So you're gonna cast it on the wall.
yeah. So wow, that's terrible. I did
What's the
7 damage, but it's a
the DC?
constitutive.
Constitution. Okay, he got a 15. So he is going to make that. So he takes half as much damage. So he's gonna take 3 damage. All
Okay.
right.
Well, that's a noisy spell, just saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
You
incredible.
all hear, and from another room.
And it would also blow up the wall behind him, just like.
Oh, I found Raziel, everyone.
Oh, good. Should we intervene, or should we just let him do his thing?
Probably. I
Uh,
bet the manager is attacking him because he seemed weird.
There is a hole on the wall leading into another room now, but he is currently just standing in front of it.
I'm looking for Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so he sort of like drops down. It's just
Well, Finn will sigh and charge out of the room.
And I'd be like, I can pay for damages if you just run away. I'm very creepy, by the way. Like, I don't like.
Oh,
it.
yes.
And I'm a bog body, like.
all right. So as that happens, the rest of you start leaving, trying to go towards the source of the room. You see a little bit of smoke and dust coming from down the hallway, coming out from underneath one of the doors. It's now going to be his turn as he rears backwards. His shirt sort of rips as you see from where his stomach would be. A mouth just opens up with these jagged teeth and this another long purple tongue. It's going to attempt to grapple you.
Oh.
The amount of tongue incidents in this campaign.
There's literally too much tongue for me.
Well,
Right.
welcome to Eldritch Beings, guys. Like, what
Tell
do
us,
you
Mr.
expect?
DM,
I
what
said
sort
the
of
Eldritch being.
what
I said,
sort of
"Oh,
tongue stuff do you like?
tongue stuff."
All the tongues. The tongue lashes out and wraps around you, Raziel, as it begins pulling you in towards the stomach. You are now
Save that I have to do.
grappled. He rolled a natural 20. Yeah, he rolled a natural 20 on this. And is just pulling you in. He's now going to take one of his hands and attempt to slap it against your face. That's going to be a 13 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So you're going to take... You're going to take 16 points of slashing damage as a claw rakes against the side of your face, sort of just ripping out where your cheek would be. It's now going to take his other claw and try the same thing. And that's going to be a natural 1. As he goes to swing in for the next shot, you sort of duck with your head, scrambling as you're being dragged. Dragged? I
Drug.
can't. Past
Drag.
tense is. Thank you. Dragged towards his
I
stomach.
think both are correct.
Alright, the rest of you, I'll let you now roll initiative.
Woohoo!
Would I start again though with my turn? Because
Yeah, I'm just gonna let I'm gonna let them
Okay.
roll.
Ah, yes,
Really
a
quickly.
4.
Finn, you have disadvantage.
I did. I got a
Okay,
9.
so do you, Xana.
I got a 19.
No, you wouldn't have no. It isn't a disadvantage because it's not an ability check. You just get a roll. I think.
Okay.
5!
All right.
That's your first roll though. Finn.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just say 9.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Rosendor, you said you got a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're gonna go with Raziel.
Alright.
All right. Finn got a 9. Chronicler, what'd you get?
I got a 4.
Okay. So then it's Finn. And then Chronicler. And then Xana.
I
All
feel
right.
I feel like
Raziel
Chronicler was the
and,
first one to notice. and then just like,
Rosendor, you guys gotta go.
Alright.
I will. I'll go first, and I will just. So, my hands are like I can't move, right?
Correct.
So
He has his arm pinned to your body as you're just like, ugh. His second tongue is sort of just licking the blood off of your face. You feel this wet, slimy black ichor roll down as he's looking at you.
I am gonna do a bad thing.
when don't you?
And
I
I'm
did a
just gonna
bad thing.
I'm gonna yell Pablo, because he's on my back, and I can speak an action word to summon him.
Ooh.
Okay.
So like my giant snake just pops out of my back, basically.
He go break
There's not
everything.
room. There's
I
not
know.
room.
It's gonna smash open the building, and it's gonna it might actually break me free from the grapple because he's on my back. I don't think his tongue can wrap around the giant snake and me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll. Roll to just break the grapple with advantage because of your snake.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
advantage.
or
Would he
it's
use
athletics.
would he use the snakes or
Acrobatics.
his?
You'd use the snakes.
Oh, hang on. Okay, I need to look that up real quick. Give me half a second. Oops.
No, the rest of us, how close are
Mark,
we?
it's a plus 4
Because
to your
we're in a
strength.
room.
It's
You
a
saw-
it's a 19, so it's
Transition.
plus 4.
Yeah, you saw some of the dust coming from out underneath the door. That's probably about 60 feet away from you.
Okay,
So,
so
if you
we're
were to
probably
dash, if you dashed, you could get there.
okay. Alright.
So sad that this one isn't recording yet. Like this was gonna.
Oh,
be my
it
favorite.
is. We fixed it.
It
It's
is recording now.
Oh, it is. Oh,
We're just missing the first
yeah.
part.
Yeah, we're just
Gotcha.
missing some of the fun stuff in the beginning. It's fine.
Gotcha.
Okay, giant constrictor snake. So his strength is 19, so that's plus 4.
Correct.
Okay, so roll one. So the first one is a 16, and the second one, is a 15.
Ugh, he got a 17. So as your giant python erupts from the back, his tongue sort of gives way as now, and then immediately tightens around both of you as you have this giant python just curling around your back, and it's sort of like stuck halfway between there, but it's
Wait, is he
It's attached to you.
and the python?
yeah, his tongue sort of no, it's on both of you as your
I'm eating
python
good
grew,
tonight.
His tongue just sort of gave with it like a rubber band, and then immediately closed back on tighter.
Can my snake still does it still have a? Does it still be able to attack though? Right after?
Yes, yeah, you can do that. Correct.
Okay, well, I imagine the snake is still very much in range of him, and like it's just kind of wrapped around his middle section, so it can't really like move forward or back, but it can still bite him. So I'm gonna have a fight.
I mean,
Okay.
you could have the snake resist, but okay.
Roll to attack.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, that's gonna definitely hit.
If he said no, I was gonna cry. Just saying.
Don't worry, I have this thing's AC super low.
Honestly, this is probably the first thing I fought in a long time that I didn't know what it was immediately. I was like, I don't know.
Does 13 damage.
What is this?
Okay. Alright. As your python rears its head back, shooting forward, its fangs pierce into its where its like clavicle would be and bite down, like they're releasing. You see this black ichor just begin to pour out of where the puncture wounds are. The creature's face begins to look angry.
And I
As
say
you-
to him, I'm not the one getting eaten today.
Oh. Alright. Rosendor, that's you now.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna head down the corridor.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll dash. That takes my. Does that take my action?
It takes
Yes.
your
Dash. Okay, yeah. So I'll
Dashing
just dash down. Can I count opening the door as part of that too, or I just reach the door?
You just reach where the door is because of how far
Okay.
it was. As you hear
Okay.
just this struggling, this sound coming from the other side, and Raziel just like, "You're getting eating today." And
Did the
Just
snake
being good old-
open any parts of the room at all because of how big it is, or no?
no, it's just sort of like the room is really cramped right now.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to breathe, probably.
So we may attack your snake at the same time.
It's 2 rooms now because I opened the wall to the other one.
Yeah, parts of it are like leaning into it. All right, that's gonna bring us up to its turn. Okay, it needs to roll. All right, so it's going to take one claw attack at the snake. It's going to be a 7 to hit.
Oh, I don't think that hits at all. Hang on, let me. Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay. As it goes against it, your snake just sort of wiggles out of the way. Right?
Very impressive.
does not look
because
happy.
of how cramped we all are. I'm just like, wow, how did he? Oh, okay.
Just it's so
long as it
confident
doesn't-
it'll get us full ratio of movement to get a second attack against the snake. It is going to be a 6 to hit.
Okay,
Lovely.
so it doesn't hit.
Alright. Both arms are just trying to move. Looking angrily. It's just going to now start pulling you into it. As you feel your body lift up, Raziel, and your feet begin to enter into what seems like an endless pit of its mouth. It gets you about halfway in, so you're at your probably about like where your belly button is. No, just you. Like your snake is.
You're being swallowed.
So he let go of the snake then?
No, the snake is still there, but he's just pulling you in. So you got. He's moved you. So you were standing vertically, and now he's moved you horizontally, and your legs are being put in. The snake is just sort of like drooping from your back.
That's weird. I don't like that.
And that's gonna
Really?
be its turn. All right, Finn, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I will travel down the hallway to where I need to be. Do I reach the?
Are you dashing?
Dashing?
Uh,
No.
60 feet away.
Oh,
Oh, you're half movement speed, by the way.
yeah. I might as well try and dash, but I'm not
So
doing
you-
so hot.
You make it halfway. You make it 30 feet.
I mean, with an accent surge, technically you could get the full 60 feet if you wanted.
No, because half of it's movement.
Oh, he couldn't use that.
So
Yeah,
he
you're
has
right. You're right.
15 feet of movement. He used his action to dash, getting him the next 15 feet. So he'd be able to make it 45 feet. He'd still have another 15 feet.
Oof, gross.
If the door is open and he can see the guy, he could probably shoot him with his bow. You can try.
The door's
Door-
closed though.
Most doors are closed.
Oh, I thought you said. Okay, I thought you said you opened it.
There's a hole in the wall. Dust came from underneath the door.
Hmm.
All right, so that's your action, Finn. Chronicler, you're up.
You're not coming through on your own mic. You're just coming through on Raziel's.
Hold on. How's that?
Yeah, now you're coming through your own mic.
Sweet. All right. So we're basically. Has anyone made it into the room other than Raziel? Basically.
No, I got to the door, but I didn't have enough time to open it. Really, I should have just checked a Molotov
I want
cocktail at
to.
it.
Yeah, I want to
But-
get to the door where she is, if I can, and then I want to.
That's gonna be your turn getting to it. That's your action.
That's the whole action.
It's 60 feet.
Movement- It's 60 feet away, so you'd have to dash.
Well. Oh well. Yeah, I do that, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, I'm still a bog body at this point, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you?
What if we don't?
You probably drop the illusion. No, actually, you know what? Never mind. They'll see.
If we weren't for your snake, we would not assume that was you, and I would just chuck a Molotov cocktail.
Ah! This whole place is bad. Fire.
Everybody get to that poor person.
You burned your way outside.
They sucked the life out of me.
Ginger burned alive in building. All right, so that's your turn, Chronicler. That's gonna bring us to Xana.
I also dash, and I make it to Finn probably.
Yep, you make it to Finn.
We're so slow, Finn.
You guys are just like, you're trying, but you're so tired. You're just
Or
like,
like knocking into walls.
Ow! 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 What is this?
Almost trip over a chair as you're making your way through the lounge. Okay, that's gonna bring us back up to Raziel and Rosendorn.
Nice.
Alright.
So would trying to break free count as an action?
Yes.
Do I go for DPS or do I go for trying to live and it probably won't work?
Well, he's gonna eat you, right?
Yeah. We could do more damage. And then actually I could have my snake try and grapple him after I do my damage.
There
Or
you go.
Misty Step. I think
He-
Misty Step can get.
I can't
Oh.
do it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't just Misty Step out of the room in the first place.
Because he was there and he was going to find me again and I wanted to cast Shatter.
Yeah, but then you could have been like, "Help me, my friends, please."
But he heard the Shatter.
Raziel, what are you gonna do?
I will. So if the snake and I are both in the grapple, if the snake tries to break the grapple, then we will both be free, right? Because we're back to back.
Right. You know, for the purposes of this, I'll say yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on his tongue. And that is a 24 to hit, and it does 12 damage.
Okay. Less than a hit. You said 12 damage?
Yep.
Alright. As you that ghostly hand goes and touches the tongue, you notice frost begin to go over it, and that necrotic energy begin to seep through his tongue. He starts latching the tongue around, and you start moving a little bit as you hear.
And so with this, it stays on him until I think my next turn or his next turn, and then like I'm doing it on the tongue that's like on me, the one that's like
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you can't
so-
regenerate hit points. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna have my snake try and break the grapple,
Alright.
and then he has a 19 strength. So what would I roll to break the grapple? Do a strength save.
Yeah. I get to contest it. Okay.
18.
Very nice. Alright. As your snake constricts all of its muscles and then moves it, you feel the tongue just let loose as you both fall to the ground. Your feet still sort of hanging in his mouth, but you are now free. You're prone, but you are free.
I lift my legs up. Just that's all I'm doing. I just go from like bit to bip, like that.
Okay.
Just
Alright,
so that
sounds
I
good.
have his mouth.
Alright. Rosendor!
Going to open the door.
The door is locked.
Oh.
Why don't you go and start going for it?
Happy?
Let's see. Let's see. Trying to think. Can I try and break it down?
Yep. You can attack
Okay,
the
I
door.
assume that's a strength check, right? Or
You
strength
can just
check,
roll you can roll an attack on it, and then
okay.
your damage.
Okay, let me use which one? Okay. And I assume I probably shouldn't attack it with the longbow. Doesn't
Probably
matter.
not, but
You can try, but we will judge you.
Shoot the lock. You're supposed to shoot the lock, right?
yeah. So all movies have taught us.
Alright.
Or just
I mean, if you kick a door right next to the doorknob, it splinters the weakest part of the wood.
Right.
I have to do it by the hinges or the doorknob.
No, by the doorknob, that's weaker. You have to take off the hinges, it takes longer. Escaping from kidnappers tips 101.
Do I want to ask how you know that, or
It was part of training on my mission.
oh,
What?
nice.
That's nice.
I was in Chicago, it was dangerous.
Okay.
I wasn't
There's
done
gonna
half.
be a weird sight when she gets through the door. It's like,
This seems
Yeah, if you still have that illusion up, you may get killed with...
It's one big snake tongue orgy happening in there. Like it's just not good.
Finn's gonna have
And I'm
PTSD.
ready to set it all on fire.
hit.
Oh yeah, but definitely, yeah, you're gonna hit the door, and then
It's
didn't
10
miss.
damage. Bludgeoning
yeah, so
damage.
as you just lift up your foot, just trying to get him into Raziel, and Spartan kick the door. Literally hear the as the wood splinters and the door opens inward. You now see just like this strange creature growling. It's two tongues just there going towards Rosendor, leaning over him. I mean, over Raziel. A giant snake filling the rest of the room. And Raziel just sort of leaning there and looks over at you.
body, and I'm
So, do we know that it's Raziel?
Snake.
So that's your action. You can do a bonus action and still have your movement.
Let's see. I do get 2 attacks.
That's
But-
when you use the attack on the
That's what
attack.
I'm- Yeah, that's
the-
when I'm
yeah.
attacking and not breaking down doors. So
Mhm.
doors aren't don't qualify, I guess. Okay. So bonus action. Can I shoot the creature?
If
Or
you have,
what-
I would. You can like use an unarmed. You have to use an offhand attack for
Gotcha.
that. So if you have like you can punch it, or if you have like a hand crossbow or a dagger, and you use your offhand, you can do that. You just don't get to add your proficiency bonus.
my. Let me just double check on my. Efficiencies. Okay, so. Okay, so I'll attack with a dagger. Yeah. So I guess that'd be a 4 to hit.
Okay. As you run in, dagger drawn, you take a swing at it. It just sort of, its hand grows up, that hand with the eye grows up and grabs the blade and just sort of holds it, not allowing you to deal damage to it.
Alrighty.
Alright, that's going to bring us to its turn.
Boy.
You see its head sort of looks over at you, and its tongue coming out of its main head goes out, and it's going to attempt to grapple you. That is going to be 20. Roll a contesting strength for me.
Oh,
no, you only do that. You only do that when you're trying to break it. That's right. Never mind.
Okay, so just a strength check. I rolled an 8.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I got a 17. As the tongue immediately lashes out from the side of it, wrapping around you. Now you are now considered grappled. It's going to take a swing at you with the one hand that caught the blade. That's going to be a unnatural 20 to hit.
Okay, so that's gonna hit.
It's going to be 11 points of slashing damage. As the one hand that caught the blade lets go and just rakes across your chest, leaving this huge scratch mark. And then it's going to, with its other hand, attack you, Azael.
Oh.
And that's going to be an unnatural 20 as well.
Unnatural 20. Okay, that hits.
And that's going to be 18 points of slashing damage as it just reaches down, all of its sharp fingernails piercing into your stomach as it just sort of moves its fingers around inside your abdomen and then rips out. That's going to be its turn.
Rude.
All right. Finn.
That is.
The door is open now, so you can kind of see through the broken door.
You're hearing, and then like sounds of people screaming as you're just getting hit.
And me yelling rude. Rude.
Well, Finn will keep on moving up the hallway a little bit, since I'm assuming we're still a bit far back.
Yeah, so you only made it half. So you still
Right.
have 30 feet.
And right. So I will move up exhaustingly the next 15 feet.
Okay.
And I'm assuming by then I can kind of see.
Oh yeah, you
the-
can like see like this giant snake being constrained into this little room. You can sort of make out Rosendor and this strange hand with a claw that's just moving around. Just took a swing at her.
Well, it looks like if I'm shooting, I'm more likely hit whatever giant snake, right? How much of an enemy target is being presented?
You can see it from like the angle that you're at. You can see like an arm.
Finn kind of wants to use one of the Molotov cocktails, but
Do it!
yeah, Finn's
He's
gonna.
Raphael's
tired
gonna
to
lose
make
another
decisions.
snake.
All right.
I will not lose Pablo.
You take one of your Molotov cocktails and light it.
You may also die.
You can roll athletics or acrobatics to huck that thing for me.
Acrobatics, please. Disadvantage. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay, not bad. So as you sort of lean in and sidearm this thing, it flies through the air, making it into the room, slamming against his snake, and exploding.
Really, I'm trying to
oh.
open up some of the wall more as well, if that could work.
I don't think.
You're not able to see the exposed wall.
Okay.
And also, a Molotov cocktail will not blow up a wall.
Dang it.
I'll catch it on fire.
It will catch it on fire, but it
so-
will not destroy a wall.
Everybody that was, I will say, for a Molotov cocktail, roll. I don't know. I haven't experienced somebody using Molotov cocktails before. What the damage would be for that? 2d4 fire damage? That sounds good. Yeah. So Finn, roll 2d4 for your fire damage.
Oh, 2D. I thought you said 34. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
You're dead.
5.
My snake!
Alright, so everyone in the room, the snake, Raziel, Rosendor, and the creature all take 5 fire damage. You hear a terrible shriek come from the creature. You two in the room seem to notice that this creature does not like fire at all. It's just sort of backing away into the
yes.
next room.
Fire.
Is it on fire though?
There's fire on its arm. Yes.
Right move.
All right. So that is Finn's turn. Chronicler, you're up.
It's my turn. So I just saw that this thing doesn't like fire, right?
Correct.
And it
Yeah, you
started.
saw the Molotov cocktail hit everyone in the room, and this thing just lashes out in pain.
Loses it.
And it
as it
started
started-
backing up into the other room, right?
Yes. Correct.
I know exactly.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. I see where this is going.
Good, good. So I see this and I go, there you are, Raziel. And as I'm saying this, I start casting Flaming Sphere in the other room, and then smack it into Double Mouth Boy. So let's see, Keel.
Probably Triple Mouth Boy, honestly.
Listen, he's gross.
He is
How dare he get to eat all this stuff and I don't? So he needs to make a dex save.
How dare you eat more than I do?
That's going to be a 9.
He fails, which means he takes
Oh.
7 points of fire damage.
Oh, right. As the flaming sphere erupts and hits him on the back, he urges his back, letting out this terrible screech. It looks like it dealt more than 7 points of damage.
Oh, goody.
He looks really bad as his skin and that black ichor just immediately ignites.
Also, does anyone know how to cast spells at a higher level in Avray? Just for future use.
What?
Does anyone know how to cast a spell at a higher level in Avray, or am I just gonna have to start putting
I
that in
always cast them at the highest level.
manually?
Yay for a warlock.
I do not know. But it's probably under the cast settings. Let's see here.
Oh, I'm hurting, guys.
Yes.
So, don't-
Dash L.
L, you said?
Dash L. Yeah. And then you give the level at which you are casting it.
Oh,
Oh, I
sweet!
see.
I will keep that in mind for the next time I murder someone with this spell.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, Xana.
Yay! So I run up to catch up with Finn, and what can I see from here?
You can see fire is spreading through the room. Some of it has gotten on Rosendor. You can't really see Finn because of this huge snake, but you see a huge snake that's on fire, and you hear this screeching sound that you can't really see from the angle.
I can't see the creature.
Did I see?
Not right now, because it's started to back up into the other room.
And he's also in a.
Okay, then I'm gonna try and pull Rosendor out of the fire.
Not
Thank you.
me, the bomb.
You are buddy. I didn't even know that you're upside down.
So, with your movement, you are 15 feet away from her.
Oh, never mind. Can I tell from the screaming generally where the creature is?
Yeah, but you can't see it.
1 second, I gotta check. Okay, good. I don't have to be able to see the target to cast Shatter.
Oh gosh.
It's my last spell slot I can use Shatter for. So, I cast Shatter from where I hear all the screaming of the monster.
Okay.
For 1 second, I can cast it at a high enough level now that it gets multiple d8s, so 1 second.
No, he's not in range.
Rosender, Raziel, and the snake all also have to make a saving throw.
No!
I'm sorry!
No, it took 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, but that's it, though. I mean, like, it has
Oh, then you're fine.
Yeah, but I'm going to die!
It's fine.
You're
We'll keep your
the
snake.
necromancer. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll bring you back to life.
Use a good...
Unlive.
The monster needs to make a save.
What is it? Constitution, right?
Yeah, Constitution.
Okay, Rosender, Raziel, and the snake all have to make a Constitution saving throw.
I got 14.
Raziel's fine. What was yours?
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay, not as fine.
The creature rolled an 18.
Bummer. Okay, anyone who succeeded, which means 15 or higher, is gonna take half damage from. I'm gonna do 4d8s. Rosender, I'm sorry. You have to except I'm casting it as a 3rd level spell. No. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, but at a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, the damage increases by 1d8 for each slot level above 2nd. So it's 4d8s.
For me earlier, I only think it did 3 for me.
Oh, what a sad life.
I have to go back and look.
Yep.
Raziel, I believe that there is a setting in
Why
Avray.
didn't it?
It should have been a highest level spell. So does it get an extra d8 that it didn't take earlier?
Yes, have Santa roll
yeah.
4d8.
Okay, I'll roll.
Or sorry, 5d8.
Why is mine not rolling?
That's a good thing. Oh, it's not me either.
Avray, don't be dumb.
Oh no!
Let me see.
Avray has failed us.
Okay, I rolled a d8 in real life and it was a 2. So it takes...
Alright, so it takes 2 other points of damage. Okay.
Why are you rolling?
Wait, what?
Mark, you know why 5d8 is.
Hang on, let me open another dice.
Avray, you've betrayed us.
I was working with the plenty.
Roll initiative against Avray. Here we go.
Don't overload it.
I didn't, I
So
swear.
I rolled. Hang on, I rolled the wrong. 4d8s. That's what I'm supposed to be rolling, right? My 4d8s, 23 points of damage. I am very sorry, Rosendor.
So if you succeeded, then you take 11 points. So it's a 15 or higher.
Thanks.
I don't even know that that's you. I'm sorry, Rosendor. Please don't die, Rosendor.
Hey, Raziel, your health worked.
Actually, I can't see any of you except, yeah, I can see.
Raziel
After you first attacked me.
would have dropped.
So yeah, it would be me this time.
I mean, technically she could have cast Shatter from the other room, but she didn't do that either, so you're just dead.
I cast it from where I could hear the monster.
Yeah, well, the
No, it's like in the in between, like it's right in the wall. It's not quite the other way. Yeah.
The spell has a 10-foot radius.
Oh, that was already. Well, actually, never mind. That was different because he had moved me closer.
All right, so So how much does Rosendor take?
Is Rosendor within 10 feet of the monster?
Yeah, she was right next to it.
Dang it. Okay, 23 points of damage.
Whoa!
I'm sorry.
I am unconscious.
The party is a TKP. You can't control it though because you're unconscious.
I know that's the bad thing. I don't know.
I'm
What,
pretty
the
sure it
snake?
reverts back to a staff.
Oh, then it gets all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Now
So-
you can see. Because you knocked me out.
Yeah, like as this happens, both Raziel because of that, you have now blown a hole into into the wall where leading in. So now you guys can see in this creature.
I can see.
You can see now, the wall leading to the hallway is just it crumbles down as you hear this big shatter. You
and
notice
there's no more bog person.
you see Raziel is just sitting there unconscious, and Rosendor, she falls unconscious also. And they're just still in the fire.
Oh no!
So that's gonna bring us to Raziel's turn. You're in the fire, which makes you take damage, which is gonna make you automatically make one fail.
Oh.
And now I need you to roll a death saving throw.
Do it manually. Do it manually.
I think
Yeah, so roll.
it has my How do I roll for it again?
Save death. Other way around.
So okay, that's one success.
And you have one failure because you were taking damage from the Molotov.
There is a way to. I think you put dash fail maybe on the end. I will look at that.
Alright, so that's Raziel's turn. Rosendor, you.
Yeah, that's another success. Ignore that.
Yep, Rosendor, you get an automatic fail because you are in the fire. And I need
Alrighty.
you to make a death save for me.
You're gonna kill us both.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's a success, and I'll just
Alright, so
keep track that there's
You
one
both have a
failure.
success and a fail. Alright, sounds good. It's now going to bring it to the creature's turn. He's going to take 2d4 because of the Molotov.
He's still on fire.
Here.
That's going to be 16 points of damage to him.
Wait,
Oh.
2d4?
It's doubled.
Oh, it's double. So he. Oh, okay.
Alright, wow.
Is he dead?
No, but it dropped him down. You guys have successfully dropped him below half health, so good job. And then Chronicle, does he have to make a save for your fire?
Is he going to end in its range?
Is it end or start?
It is end.
Okay. As he's not liking the fire to his back and he's not liking it to the front of him, he's going to start running out of the hallway. So he's going to end up passing you, Chronicler, which is going to give you an
Attack
opportunity
of
to attack
opportunity.
against him.
Would that allow me to move the sphere into him, or I just have to use one of my melee weapons?
You have to use a melee weapon unless you have Warcaster, I believe.
Ah, well, it's fine. My sword's on fire, so.
Oh,
That's gonna
fetch! I
set-
gave you have that too.
The sound of the pain in the DM's eye. Oof. Okay, so I have to do attack, and then the scimitar it's got in here for flame tongue isn't right, so I'll just add its
Yeah, you're
damage.
good.
How what the heck? Roll attack, and then I do. Okay, listen, computer games.
Here, just do your to hit. So roll your d20 and then plus 5. Roll one d20 plus 5, and that'll be your to hit.
I don't hit him.
It's a 7.
Alright, yeah. So as you take in your scimitar with its flaming blade, it looks at you, hisses, and with a strange, unhuman-like speed, immediately retracts its arm into its body that you would have been able to hit, making it so you miss. He continues running down the hallway, passing both Finn and Xana. So you both will get an opportunity of attack against him too. He wants to get as far as
sweet.
as he can.
I chuck a Molotov cocktail at him.
It has to be a melee attack.
Aw.
Wait, isn't he already on fire,
What if I hit
technically?
him with the bottle to shatter?
Ooh.
So you're gonna be in the range of it too?
I mean, maybe.
She's gonna light herself on fire and Finn, and I'm just gonna be there like, everyone's dead.
Guys,
No,
I
I
forgot to
probably-
mention to you that Xana really wants to kill the entire party.
I do not. I'm just really tired.
You both get disadvantage while attacking though, because you have 3 levels of exhaustion.
Okay, hang on. Let me see what my actual weapons are.
Okay. Oh, you got a first aid. Awesome. Alright, Finn, as you take out your rapier as it's charging by, you plunge it into its side, and you pull it out as this black ichor begins trailing a line as it runs past you. So how much damage is it?
11.
Oh, nice. Alright, that's gonna be... And it lets out a howl and darts backwards as it's sort of just running, one arm going. You see both of the tongues sort of trailing behind as it's just running away and hissing. Its arm is still on fire because of the Molotov, by the way. Alright, Xana, what did you roll?
I'm actually stabbing it with a dagger instead of a bottle. Dagger.
Okay. It's a what? Xana, you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
A 12,000.
A 2,000?
A 12.
A 12. Okay. Xana, as you take a swing with your dagger, it dodges out of the way.
12.
Keeps running. You do not hit it, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's going to make it to... Let's see. Yeah, it's going to make it to almost the start of the next hallway, and it sort of turns its head back, looking at all of you. Its tongue sort of dangles there, and makes a terrible sound. It looks past all of you, and as you turn and look, you see a smaller one of these creatures, just a smaller humanoid with its arms all contorted, same tongue hanging from its mouth as it begins walking down. You see it walk down a staircase at the very end of the hallway, coming, now looking at all of you.
I still have my flaming spear. Okay.
Alright, so that is going to bring us to Finn. It's your turn.
So we have 2 people unconscious in the fiery room.
Correct.
We have the damaged, creepy dude down at one end of the hallway, and fresh, small person at the
Fresh,
other
small,
end.
creepy dude. Yep. The fresh, small guy, as you guys see it, he has the face of the old man, but his jaw is just elongated and like goes down into his throat.
The small one?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep.
Very creepy. I
So what are you?
Finn is going to
Repent for your crimes and give me good bear?
I don't have a good berry. We don't
Yeah.
have them this morning.
I only gave people, remember this morning, all I gave people were Molotov cocktails.
But we kept them
And you know what? You know what's been good?
They only
last
like
24 hours. Here's the thing about
Yeah.
these Molotov cocktails. They've also been being given out pretty plentifully by Xana so far.
Well, I will kind of wordlessly like kind of groan and like point Chronicler at those two.
You back, Xana?
And then I
She's dead.
will let's see. I will throw the Molotov cocktail, my last Molotov cocktail, down the hall towards the. I will move towards the fresh one, and throw the Molotov cocktail towards the fresh one.
Okay, roll athletics or acrobatics to heave it over there.
$18.
That's gonna hit. 2d4 damage, fire damage, please.
$7.
Ooh, nice. All right, so as you heave this Molotov cocktail at it, it explodes right in its face as flames erupt, dripping down and hitting the rest of its body. But the most good portion of it hitting the face, it starts screaming out in pain as you witness some of its face begins to start and melt. Yeah, you heard it pretty well. That's 14 points of damage to him. Alrighty. Well, that's gonna be your turn, Finn. Chronicler!
Ah, yes. Chronicler has a decision to make. Does he save these people who are lying dead, or does he kill the gross thing with the 2 mouths and its new friend?
There is a possibility that they would both die next turn. Just throwing that out there. If they roll a fail, then they both die.
See, but
Oh, because we're on fire.
but remember,
Yep.
Chronicler needs to help his friends or they'll die. But also, they both have things on them that Chronicler could sell. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna cast Good Berries, and whose turn comes first?
Mine.
Yours?
I mean, technically we're on the same one, but he's been going first.
That makes
Because he
this.
was in the room. So.
Yeah.
So have you both? Do you both have 2 failed death saves?
I accidentally rolled another one, which I hope the DM will allow to be. a
And you
save.
just won't roll again since you rolled a death
No,
save.
you-
Chronicler, sorry, Raziel, there is a way to clear that.
But Avery is dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I think I'll do is, gosh, I know I have a thing. Yeah, all I've got is Goodberry. You guys are so effed. Hold on, let me see what it takes to what Goodberry does. I know
an
what
action.
it does.
And I would say giving it to them. Usually, I have it where if you give somebody something, it counts as an action.
How close are they to
As
each
you're-
other?
They're within 5 feet of each other.
If I extended both my hands, could I slap them both on the mouth and a Goodberry?
If you're taller than 5 feet, then yeah, you would. They would both be in range because your arms are as wide as you are tall in real life.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know that, Andrew?
No, because my arms are longer than I am tall, but that's because I've got weird arms.
That's also fair.
Anyways, so
Okay.
yeah, so
would-
I guess
would- Yep.
for the sake of story and also to look really cool, because that's who I am, I want to be like, gosh dang it, you idiots, and I will loose my concentration on my giant flaming sphere, and I will slap them both in the mouth with a Goodberry that is growing. There'll be one Goodberry in each of my hand,
Wait.
or in each
How
palm.
does Goodberry ruin your concentration?
Yes, to cast
It's a
another
new spell, so it ends the concentration.
Oh, it's any new spell? I thought it was only
Any-
if you cast another concentration.
Any new spell ends concentration, unless I have an
Unless
item.
it's a cantrip.
Yeah, unless it's
Okay.
a cantrip. So, for now, Goodberry has done this. So I slapped you both in the face with the Goodberry, and now I've got 8 Goodberries growing on my shoulders, 4 on each.
Yep, you both are now at 1 hit point. And they're still on fire. Speaking of which, Chronicler, you did walk into fire. So,
How long does fire last?
until it
It's a
goes out.
Molotov cocktail. This thing's
Yeah,
gonna
it's-
last a little while.
Well, cocktails are made of alcohol, but alcohol burns away. Like,
But the
immediately.
place is on fire, my man.
The house is on fire.
It's not like oil, which will stay on forever.
All right, Chronicler, as you sort of just endure the pain as you walk into this fire, the room is starting to catch on because of your spear and this Molotov cocktail. You're going to take 7 points of fire damage as you just sort of sit in it. In order to get both of them, you sort of just sit in it and slam it on both of them.
Okay, so do I
You
need
still
to?
have more movement, so you can try and drag them.
I will do my best to do that. Yes, I will try and drag them out.
The fire and the flames will carry
Alright.
on.
I'll have you just roll strength to see if you can get both of them.
Oh, poop. Well, you guys better do rock, paper, scissors to see who dies. Yes, I got a 3.
Oh.
rock, paper,
which one? As they both just sort of start coughing because of the smoke filling the room. Who are you just taking? You can only take one and get him out of the room.
Whoever's on the right side of me, because that's my dominant side in real life. So I'm just gonna that's the person that I'll grab. Like it'll be
Well, it
instinctual.
depends on what you entered the room. Are you facing towards where the big hole is, or are you facing towards the other side? Depending on which
I
side
would
you're
have
on.
gone in, the closest door or entryway that I could have gone in. So
Okay.
which would've been a
So
hole.
so Raziel is gonna be the person on your right. Sorry, Rosendor. So much for ladies first.
Oh.
I can sort of somewhat keep her from dying a little. Well, actually, no.
wait, don't you have spare the dying?
I do, but only stabilizes her, and if she's in fire, then she just goes back into
Well,
death state.
why don't you grab her then while you drive? Never mind. I'm not. This is your turn.
It's not his turn. He can't do it.
I don't have to go. So,
Okay, so chronically, you, in this decision, a moment of panic, you take Rosendor and start pulling him, get him successfully out of the fire and out of the room.
You mean Rosale?
look at you.
I mean, Raziel, sorry.
so sorry.
Thank you. So many arms.
I'll grab my staff.
You can't. It's not your turn.
I
I see you're prone.
My staff.
don't have the
Just
action
coughing,
to
you're
do
like,
that.
this is dragging you.
Wait, why didn't you just? You could have said pop.
It's not
never mind.
Actually, I can just speak to it.
Yep.
I need to hold
It
on to
is Xana's turn.
Okay, I run to Rosendor and I pull out my water skin and I douse her with water.
Oh no, it's wine. Just kidding.
No, it's water.
It's spice.
It's water.
Yep. Okay. So that would be your action.
That's how I
Get
did.
the-
Did I put her out?
Yeah, you put her out.
Oh, good.
Yay.
So that's your action.
I saved you.
Alrighty.
Alive.
You're just lying on the ground, like being patted and having water put on you by Rosendor. By Xana, sorry.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that's gonna bring us to Raziel. It's your turn.
Pablo! And then my staff just turns back into Pablo, the snake. Points.
Yep. Now just completely taking up the room.
And
Rosendor!
send him out to attack the other guys. The one that's been hit the most to just bite him.
Okay. What's your snake's movement speed?
It is
30.
Yeah, it's 30, swim 30. So yeah, just 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
So
jump out
you-
enough water for him to swim.
As your snake makes it, it gets 10 feet away from the creature, so it doesn't quite get to it. Unless it has an attack range of 10 feet, then you can do it.
It does.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can.
Perfect.
He was
You
like,
can
ha,
attack him.
you barely missed. Never mind.
As the snake just goes out of the room, leaving Xana and Rosendor a little bit more comfortable in the situation.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Alright. 6 damage to the one that we've been attacking.
Right. All right. Once again, the snake rears back, showing its fangs, strikes at the neck, leaving 2 pretty big puncture wounds. Black Ichor begins just pouring down again from the wound as it lets out a shriek and looks at the snake, sort of wide-eyed.
I told you.
It's looking pretty bad. As the snake lets go, you notice that the one arm that didn't shrink back into the creature's body, sort of just melts off and lands on the ground, as it's just sort of turning into this black pool of ichor. It's just standing there now, no arms, its mouth and its stomach with its tongue now sort of rearing up like a snake to fight the one snake, and the other tongue just licking around. Alrighty. Rosendor,
Mm-hmm.
you're up.
All right.
You're currently prone.
Yeah. Okay. So, getting up costs an action. Is that correct?
But getting up is half your movement.
Half movement. Oh, half movement. Okay, so I will get up, and then I will cast Goodberry.
Okay.
Good plan.
No, good berry.
How many are you eating?
So we have 10.
Conifer
Let's
still
see.
has 8.
Gotcha.
I would almost say just shove them all in your mouth.
Just eat them all.
Hey.
I mean, were you taking care of Rosale? You got.
Chronicler has them.
Are we even close to each other at the moment?
Yeah, you guys are all pretty much grouped up together at this point
Okay. Huh.
in the hallway.
Rosale, do you need any good berries?
I could go with a couple, yeah. I'm just as hurt as you are.
My favorite thing about D&D is that
They threw things in the room when I was in there, and they had already been scraped up by the guy. Like, we both know how bad it was.
I never take damage in this game.
I haven't taken damage in a while either, except for my exhaustion damage.
I've taken damage once in this game. Did you guys realize that? Only once, and it was when that guy shoved an axe into my chest.
And you're like, hey,
You just took damage now. You took
fire damage.
7 points of fire damage.
Yeah, that's not that much though. That axe was horrible.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
having a high AC at early levels.
So, Rosale, do you want to split in half with me, or did you get some from...
I got only 1 from him. You give me like
Okay.
3 if you want, you can have the rest.
Okay, I'll give you 3 and I'll down 7.
Alright, so as you watch Rosendor, she stands up and conjures these good berries out of pill in her hand. Quickly, she takes out 3 hands and Raziel and just shoves them all in her mouth and eats them very quickly.
Just
You-
one of those can feed you for a day.
Oh yeah, you're gonna feel bloated after this.
By the way, I look at the one creature that looks like the old man. I'm like, Father, did I scare you at all? Did that work?
Just an old
Alrighty.
man.
I'm genuinely asking. Like, I don't know. How's my performance? I was trying to be scary.
Alright, so it's the creature's turn. The one that's in front of your snake is going to attempt to bite it with the mouth that is in its stomach. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
It hits. Yeah.
Okay. Where's my other d4? Okay, it is going to take 20 points of damage as this mouth just protrudes from its stomach and takes a giant bite out of your snake. I need your snake to now make
And now
a,
he's dead.
a Constitution saving throw.
Oh. Hang on, I have to roll. 21, a natural 20.
Okay. Your snake, as it rears back from the pain of having a part of it just ripped out by this mouth, which is now chewing on it, you see this black ichor from that start to just pulsate through the snake's body, but it doesn't. It shakes off anything that would have happened to it. Since both of its arms are gone, That's all I can do. The one across the way is going to, let's see, he has fire in his face, so he's going to take, oh, that's 8 points of fire damage. As
Or does he respond to me at all? My question.
no, he's
Oh.
he's pretty good. He's looking really beat up now. As you see, most of his face is just melted because of the fire, and it's just falling to the floor in big, like, almost looks like it's wax. As it just falls to the floor as his face is melting away. He is going to move forward, and Finn, you were the one that tossed that at him. He's gonna run forward at you, Finn,
All right, all right.
and is going to take 2 swings at you. One is going to be a 24 to hit.
That one will hit, yes.
Okay, that's going to be 10 points of slashing damage as one of his arms reaches up and slashes against your chest, hitting you. And the second one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Wait, that first one was 24, right? And then
Yes.
16 is my armor class.
So that will also hit.
Okay,
And
what
that's
were
going to
those?
be...
One was 10. The first one was 10
Yep.
damage.
The first one was 10, and this next one with his other arm is going to be 9 points. As both arms just swing across, slashing at your chest.
9?
That...
Oof.
Yep.
So 19
Oof.
total.
Okay. Yeah.
Now you understand what it's like to be attacked.
Finn has spent 4 days of getting -5 to his HP, though. Like, his max HP is 25 right now.
That's bad.
Oh, Finn, inside your head, you hear, give me control. You can't do this. It's too strong. So that's, yeah, it's gonna be your turn now, as you're hearing this voice.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do. I'm going to be saying this out loud, which will confuse everyone.
Trust me. Trust me. We must survive. For the greater good of them.
Well, I like surviving. How does submission work?
Alright. So you give over submission. Alright.
What?
As you
We've lost
are
her.
standing there, rapier drawn, you go just slightly limp for a second, and all of you see this, and then Finn stretches for a second. You now see this deep, dark purple in his eyes. He looks over at the one that has just attacked him, and is now going to attack with this rapier. That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Does that hit?
What the balls?
And it is going to deal 11 points of damage to him.
You consistently always do 11, Finn. Even when it's
Yeah.
not you attacking. always do
You
11.
then your one hand lifts up Finn and points at it as you feel the psychic energy emerge from your hand towards the creature.
I can cast spells! Well, maybe not me, but...
Oh right, that's gonna be a fail. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. This is gonna be a lot of.
Finn, I like his new version of you better, I think.
I'm like wearing this mask and my hat's down low.
It's gonna be 22 points of damage.
You said, how do I give up? And then your eyes went purple, and then, like, you're now casting spells. So I think we know that
We can tell something's
As
going
you
on.
now see the one creature without it that was that attacked Finn, you hear from the head it screech as its head just as it yells out in pain as you watch its head just explode
Oh.
all across the walls. And just he sort of turns and gives a smile and says, "I'm gonna like this."
I like it too.
All right,
I would-
Chronicler, you're up.
Master DM, did you add the dueling to the damage?
I added what I needed to add.
Okay.
It's dead.
Okay.
It's dead. It's
You
dead.
exploded its head.
Yeah.
Alright, Chronicle, you're up.
Ah, yes. Which one is alive?
The one that has no arm. So, like, the little one just had its head exploded. The big baddie that's been doing a lot to you guys, that
So
the snake is in front of, is alive. And
Okay.
it is looking really, really rough. Like, you now see that, like, it's just not able to hold its body together as parts of it are just, like, starting to slouch down. Its mouth is now just drooping. The lower jaw's just hanging against the floor. It was if it still has some strength to try and bite, but it's falling apart.
And my snake is 10 feet away from it.
in front of me?
My snake is 10 feet away from it.
Oh, okay. So
I'm just saying if you're gonna do something, it's far enough away. So.
yeah, don't worry. I'm fine no matter what.
Okay, good. I love you.
Let's see if this works. It didn't. Oh, nope, it did not. What is it doing? No. All right. So, what was it you said I needed to do to cast a spell at a different level?
Dash L.
Oh, never mind. I think it did not do it. Whatever. Dash L?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
It should be more than 2d6.
Yeah, it's
And it's
fine.
not going to make it save. It got a natural
You
2.
can just roll. You can roll another d6, Andrew.
Yeah, I'll just roll the other D. This is dumb. I thought I did it right, but I didn't do it right, guys.
So dash L and then the level of spell.
So dash
Like-
L after. So like. So I
it's
do
like
exclamation cast the spell, and then I do dash L2.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Next time I'll have it. All right, so it takes. All right, you know what? Screw this game.
Sorry, I think I was doing like CS speak with the dash L.
You
It's
good, man. You good.
it's fine. It's not rolling the extra d6. Let me just grab my. Never mind, it
Oh,
did it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's 5 plus 6, so it's 11 fire damage.
And that's
Ooh.
22.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna listen, sir. I'm not very happy with the accommodations we've been given, and I just want to slap the fire like this giant flaming sphere into him from behind. Like while I'm saying this, the sphere is building behind him, and then it just goes whap.
He lets out this terrible scream as he does. From the chest, you see emerge 3 faces that will appear to be. They have their actual face, and they're wearing a helmet similar to the ones that you've seen as guards from Grimguard. As the faces just sort of fall onto the ground,
I knew there
Yeah,
was
like-
3 of you.
clay-like manner. The rest of it just gets enveloped in flame, and the body burns to ash.
So DM out of character.
Wow.
What flip was that?
That was an Eldritch Horror, man.
That's just what it's called, an Eldritch Horror.
Oh, it's just called a horror.
Was that the neck monster?
No.
Okay, the faces, the multiple faces made me wonder.
Yeah, from like,
Alright.
your dream, are you talking about?
Yeah.
It isn't that one, but it a lot of similarities.
Xana
that.
shudders and says, it reminded me of the neck monster.
Something is going strange.
Yeah, from my nightmares. From that stupid hat.
As the creature fades, you all now see what appear to be this beautiful inn. The Provish Palace. You now see this magic dissipate, and you now just see this really run-down, crummy-looking shack. Almost, boards are missing. The tables are broken. All the wood is splintered. There's cobwebs and spider webs all over the place. It just does not look good.
Man, this has really gone downhill.
I go interesting, and
Okay.
I take 2 bottles of unlit Molotovs, and I just go well, and I slam them against the wall and say, "Let's go."
And then I run out the building. Let's go. And then I take my 2.
Should we- There are no, like, actual people in the building?
No, they're all dead.
They're dead. They're dead.
They're definitely dead. They got eaten.
Think about
Wait.
what we found out
Wait.
back.
Finn, if he has control.
Finn, nope, you don't have control of your body.
Well, I'm gonna be talking about the gold in the register that we paid for the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
Finn,
let's
as
definitely
Finn-
rob
Finn-
the place.
Finn, as you are saying that, like, you feel like you are trapped in your mind. The words are just echoing inside your head, but you do not feel your mouth move at all. Your body is just standing there.
While we're,
Zana
okay,
says, let's find out where he stashed his money.
And-
get
and
out.
while we're
Familiar
leaving,
voice
I'm gonna
Finn
say-
saying, "Thank
Oh.
you. I like this." Ah,
I'm just gonna turn to
This will
Finn while
work
we're leaving
well.
and say, where did you learn to do magic, Finn? That's new.
That is a good question.
Finn looks up and, I don't know. And he sort of looks down at his hands.
Well, cool.
Well, alright.
Roll insight for me, chronicler.
Oh, good, because that
Is it
seemed
fair enough to
weird.
roll inside? Like,
Xana doesn't.
I mean, he did
I
just
will
start using magic.
Kill you, Avray. Roll for. Where's my dice?
I can like it doesn't say.
Really? I already hit
Yeah.
enter.
You know, it's not even showing anything.
Do as I command. Whatever.
Well,
it just it
Xana
turned red.
goes to see if she can find any money in this place while
The
Chronicler's
place is
talking.
currently lighting in flames. Very
Dang it! Alright, fine. I'm just running out.
Yeah, Chronicler and I both threw Molotovs everywhere.
Where's my it?
Whatever. That's okay. We found the caravan, so that's good.
So you
All
guys
right.
Just gotta kill him.
You guys begin leaving the
Oh.
rushing out of this burning building.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh,
16.
you saw what it
Got
was.
chronicler.
All right. Oh, really? Because I just rolled a natural 19, and then I was gonna add the 6. So I mean, I guess either way it works. But
Yeah. You know what? I'll take your natural 19. Meet
sweet.
Me up in the,
So that's a 25.
meet me up in the secret shop.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Sweet. I mean, we'll probably have to end here soon. It is almost
too.
11. So let me get into the secret chat.
Do-do-do.
Swoop. Hello there.
So ends the reign of Finn. Finn is not himself. Not in the game. Just with your dice, roll an intelligence check for me.
An intelligence check. All right.
With advantage,
With advantage.
because you have the books that you have studied in your mansion.
Are you sure you want to let me roll? Yeah, okay. I mean, with advantage, it went from being an 18 to a natural 20, but plus my
nice.
intelligence modifier. So it's plus
no,
0.
You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
good. As you're looking at Finn, as he seems very different, everything begins clicking into place for you. The scenario inside of the temple with the creature that you saw. While you were skimming through your book trying to figure out what was causing Xana and Finn not to sleep, because you were looking up nightmares. You saw a quick passage about a nightmare creature that dwells deep beneath the earth called the Mind Flayer. Obviously, it caught your attention for a little bit. You read up on it to see if it did it. You know, these are very evil and ancient being creatures that what they will do when they want a new leader is pretty much hijack someone's brain with one of their tiny spawn and transform that person into a new hive leader.
Oh.
Which you then read becomes an elder brain. Piecing things together, the gift that was given to Finn, him turning this purple color, him talking to himself, you now realize Finn has been compromised completely and is now, although he doesn't quite 100% look like it, essentially he
It's
is now
not.
a Mind Flayer.
Oh. Does this mean... Was there anything in there about preventing that, or stopping it, or am I going to just have to
There.
assume that it's time for him to die?
It's he's done for. There nothing once it's in there and it's taking control of the brain. There's nothing you can do.
All right. Okay. Alrighty. Cool.
Alright,
I will
let's go
keep
back
that.
down.
I will keep that in mind.
Dude, consequences, man. Like you guys ran into that temple by yourself.
So
Oh.
basically what this means is this is going to be the best point to end for tonight, and I'm not posting this until this isn't going up until after this situation has been remedied.
Are they gonna hear you guys with this? Will they hear our conversation?
It's in the thing, but I can actually edit this part out. So
Oh no, keep it in. No,
Keep-
actually,
I'll keep it in for the viewers, and I'll just put the other one up, and then we'll put this
Yeah.
one up after it's been dealt with.
okay, just a clip of this.
Just the clip of this. Oh yes, precisely. Ooh, this will work
Mhm.
amazingly.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go. We're almost at the ending point. There's one last little final thing, so let's go back down into general.
Alrighty.
Is Cook Warlock. There we go.
Oh, they're back.
Okay,
Oh,
so
too late.
as you guys run out of the burning building, all of you do. In front of you, you see a very familiar face of Stein as he's there, clapping. Very good. A little longer than expected,
I
but
hate that.
Who the
Whoa,
hell?
whoa, guys.
Stein?
Stein. He looks over. Very good. I'll let you keep all the spoils,
All of
except
it?
for the items that we need. Except the items we need.
Oh.
But I'm impressed.
Is he
I
by
didn't think
himself?
You guys, and as soon as he sees Finn, he stops mid-sentence.
And I just go, don't worry about it. We've got everything under control as a group.
He's chill.
I see that. He snaps his fingers, and behind Finn, out of smoke appear two of those guards. Immediately,
I
they put
move.
manacles on behind his wrists and on his legs and knock him to the ground.
I move the flaming sphere and I hit Finn with it.
Oh.
Oof.
What?
Do I join in? Do I join in?
Wait.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy. Okay. I need a high or low roll right now. Somebody tell me high or low.
Hi. Also, I'm really confused, so I take out my poison dagger and stab him.
Stab who?
Okay.
Oh,
As you
okay.
guys-
Gosh.
Oh boy. Okay. This is-
What's going on?
Oh. You know what's going on, Finn.
Missed something.
As you move the flaming sphere from in the building, heading outside, the thing that used to be Finn, which is no longer, gives out a smile, looks up at Stein, spits at him, and with the manacles, even though like it's chained, you see this hand symbol being used behind its hands, and
It's
it
gone.
disappears.
No, the mother brain has escaped!
Well, crap.
What was that?
Stein looks at all of you. How long have you known?
It just happened.
No.
Literally just now.
I still don't know what just happened.
You shouldn't have... Listen, I was going to take care of it while he was asleep tonight. It just happened while we were
You
fighting.
know what that was?
Yes, I know what that was. I could have taken it out in
You
its
would
sleep.
not- You know you cannot have taken that out.
I don't know what happened.
I
Finn,
still don't know what's going on.
Finn got taken over. He had become something called an illithid. While I was researching for Xana and Finn, and why they weren't sleeping well, I came across something. And when we were in there just now, and the fact that he could use magic now, and his personality seemed different, it all clicked. He has become the new king, ruler, whatever, of the illithids. We're gonna have to go back to that stupid island, most likely.
No!
That was nice to it. I mean,
We were all nice to it until I just tried to kill it.
I was confused and I just tried to stab it.
It's not a good thing. It's bad.
Stein is eyeing all of you right now.
Listen, it only got him, and it's because everyone else got separated from us.
And yeah, he also peed on the statue. Wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, he should not have peed on the statue of the Illithid.
Yeah, the rest of us are not turning purple, okay? Look.
Here,
No.
for all of you.
Oh, no.
For your sakes, I hope not.
I mean, I
Thank you.
This
Wrong
is
channel.
don't eat fruit very often.
this is something beyond you right now. But anyway, immediately he switches from like this deep concerned look to back again clapping. You all did it. I am impressed. Very proud of you all. I knew we chose you for the right reason. Give us the goods.
Which
Everyone's at
goods
Euphonic Clerk.
specifically?
Only the contraband.
Okay. Oh, so you want the alcohols, right? And I start pulling out
Alcohols,
all of the
blades,
alcohols only.
the gems.
I will need a list of what it is you're referring to.
Yes, saying contraband's a little vague.
We've actually
Besides
found
his
a few
fingers.
things along the way as well.
By the way, Chronicler, can you open the mansion so I could?
The drugs.
Not right now. Which set of drugs? Because we found extra drugs
Stein
on the
looks at
road.
you. Set of... Wait.
We found more drugs as well.
There are more drugs.
Where did you find this other set of drugs?
Oh, there was this group of adventurers, and they thought they could outsmart us, but they were given a carriage, and they didn't know it was even in their supplies. It was in the bottom of some stuff.
Stein immediately, like, face palms that idiot. He's gonna die.
Wait, who?
Probably the stable man, the guy who gave us
Hmm.
the horses.
Is it
Yeah,
him?
Thank
Oh,
you.
good, good.
Yes, he was, and he was supposed to distribute those before.
Ah,
all
no,
those
well,
across-
we have
Thank you
those.
for recovering those.
We
So,
found them!
You know, there you go. And I
He
will
pulls
be
out a
like,
he pulls out
And we didn't even take
a
it.
coin purse. Well, for doing something you weren't expecting, he tosses it at your feet.
I grab it.
Consider this a gift. Now,
sweet. And I say, well, I can't get you the drugs until a few hours. I need to be able to go into my
that is okay.
home.
That's okay. Meet us back in Grimgard for your second trial.
Awesome.
I'm impressed with all of you.
We have to kill a bear on the way, so it might be a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see you in like a
And
week.
He snaps his fingers, and the smoke just appears from all three. As the smoke settles, all three have vanished.
I hope you heard me that we have to kill a bear on the way home.
Alright, guys.
Finn, you son
You
of a
all-
bitch.
Congratulations. You all just beat your first boss. I'm so proud of you. Oh, those Molotov cocktails. Literally saved your guys' life.
They did, but here's the thing. Finn, the guy who escaped from the other team, is that your new character?
What?
Have you known this was going to happen?
Well, I did accidentally send you a link. I hope you did not follow it.
Wait, what link?
Okay, good. I did not know this was going to happen.
I told them to make sure that we would have another character ready. I was not expecting Finn. That could have lasted another couple days. I was not expecting. Guys, that was fun.
Right.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, you guys are all gonna be level 6. Congratulations.
Yeah, so should I make my new guy level 6 then?
Yes, yeah, make it level
Man.
6.
I still haven't gotten to kiss anyone to death.
You should have kissed Finn to death.
Guys, like, that was. Oh, I was not expecting that to end
All
that
right,
way.
so
Finn,
that
I
means
did
I'm
not
just
think
gonna
you
leave
were
it in.
going to succumb to that. Wow.
I'm just gonna leave it in then, Mark.
Well, thing is, Finn was so close, and he felt really weak and tired. So I decided, yeah, if that's gonna help.
Guys, that was. Oh, from my side,
This
that
was quite
intense.
intense.
The fact that I figured it out just at that moment, I was actually gonna kill Finn in his sleep.
You're just gonna kill him?
I was just gonna kill him tonight. I wasn't gonna tell any of you. We were gonna get into the mansion, and the plan was, when Finn or the person impersonating Finn went to sleep, the guard, all of the servants were gonna be unnoticed, and there was going to be a special room that I was gonna message the DM about, that he was going to fall to his death in. Just straight
He wasn't
down.
teleported at all, but
I mean,
oh, guys, wow.
but like I was gonna try and kill him, and then I was just gonna the next morning. He's like, "Listen, guys, I found out this thing," but then
I wasn't planning on having that thing attack you until the next morning. You were all supposed to just sleep the night.
do you think I was gonna let that happen?
I need my long rest.
Then Raphael's just like, I'm gonna go rogue. Oh man. Oh, that was.
Wait, what did I say? What?
You just like started. What you did there was it made the encounter so much earlier. Like, oh, could go really bad with 2 people having 3 levels of exhaustion. But you guys did it.
Me starting to attack.
Yeah, with you hiding and like running around and trying to confuse the guy.
Did it kind of work for the other guy? Would you say that the smaller one was confused? The older?
Well, so what he did was when he came in the room, he separated and went on the bed and had the smaller one leave. So he was going to trap you. But dude, holy macaroni and cheese. Guys, you guys did some good work. I'm sorry, Finn, about I know that was a fun character, but don't pee on statues. That's the moral of the story.
I'm proud of us, except for Finn. I'm not proud of him, but I'm proud of everyone else.
At least you didn't die, Finn. You're gonna be a big bad evil guy now in the story.
Oh boy.
I'm so excited.
Oh.
If you want me to help run Bigsby, I would be open to doing that.
Now you have no more control, dude. I'm sorry.
Dang
Your
it.
brain is gone. It has
All
been
right.
devoured by it.
I'm gonna
Xana
cut.
wants a very long rest.
I'm gonna cut the
You want
recording, guys.